Hi guys, I hope you all are doing well. I know it has been a while. Today we'll be discussing about the topic of flower. That happens regularly. I've seen in my classes that kids face problem in understanding the basics related to flower. So today we'll discuss some of the basics. Okay, regarding parts and everything. So first thing, let's talk about what is flower. So as I written here, what is flower? Flower is nothing but the condensed stem. Now how is that? You can see this stem. I've drawn just a normal stem here, having 4 leaves. Imagine when this stem is condensed in this way without removing the leaves. This is how the structure will be formed. See the condensed stem. This big stem is condensed into this small part, and here four leaves are attached. In this way, they give a floral kind of appearance. Okay, so this is nothing but the flower. Okay, so actually it is seen that previously when evolution in plants took place, so this flower was developed in condensed manner, in condensed stem manner. So this is how a flower is developed. Okay. Now let's consider this as a plant having a leaf and there is presence of a flower here itself. Okay. So here you can see this is the main stem. This is the leaf, and here this is the axil of the leaf, and here there is presence of flower. So this flower is just magnified and showed here. So first we'll discuss the parts of the flower, and then we'll come to the basics about what part is called as what. So this is called as the longitudinal section of the flower. This is LS of the flower. Okay, basically we have taken the longitudinal section. This is a pen or marker. If I cut it or I slice it in this manner, this becomes a longitudinal section or vertical section. So LS of the flower. So if you see LS of flower, this basically you can see this stalk of the flower like structure that is called as the pedicel. So this is the pedicel. Pedicel at the upper end is swollen. That swollen part is called as the receptacular thalamus. Basically, this is the one which serves as the base for all the parts to attach. Okay, so these are all the floral parts which are present. Now you see the outermost part which is present in the flower is called as the sepal. Okay, its complete set is called as calyx. Inner to that you can see the presence of petals, that is corolla. Then inner to that you can see stamina, reproductive valve or a reproductive part called as androecium. The whole set is called as androecium. Innermost part is the female part, reproductive part again. Okay, independently called as carpel or gynoecium. Okay, so now we discuss this once again, but let's come and discuss this part initially. Now here you can see I have written floral parts equivalent to floral whorls. Now why is it called as a whorl? Whichever parts of the flower, whatever parts of the flower are present, they are called as the floral whorls or whorls of the flower. Why is that? If you see the arrangement of these parts, if this I see the upper view of the flower. Okay, so I can see the calyx is present in this way, outermost. Okay, you can see the arrangement is in circular manner. Similarly, petals will be present somewhat in this way. Okay, and remaining all parts are present in this way. So you can see the arrangement is circular. This circular arrangement is called as whorl. You must have known about Whirlpool. Whirlpool is a company which produces electronic goods. But whirlpool actually means tornado inside water. So it is circular, right? So that whirl comes here. Whirl. W-H-O-R-L. Not W-H-I-R-L. Okay. So floral parts are nothing but called as floral whorls because they are arranged in a circular manner. So you see in case of floral whorls, there are two types of floral whorls based on their functions, their activities. So first floral whorl is the whorl which form gametes. And another set of whorls or another type of whorls are the ones which support, protect, nourish the gametes. The ones which form the whorls are the main parts. Those are the only ones responsible for producing the flower or performing the basic activity of the flower. Therefore, those are called as necessary whorls or essential whorls. While these which support, with them or without them, the flower is capable of reproduction because gametes are formed. Okay, so therefore they are called as accessory whorls or non-essential whorls. Now in case of necessary whorls, you can observe there is a female whorl and a male whorl. So female whorl is called as gynoecium, and the independent member of gynoecium is called as carpel. You can see this whole set as the complete set is called as gynoecium, and independent part or single part is called as carpel. Similarly, here you can see androecium, and independent part is called as stamen. See, stamen and the complete whorl will be called as androecium. In case of accessory whorls or non-essential whorls, you can see that it's calyx, corolla and perianth. So now either calyx, corolla both will be present together in a flower, or instead of both of them there will be presence of perianth. Okay, in brackets, whatever alphabets you can see, those are indicating the symbols of that particular word. So calyx independent unit is called as sepal. For corolla it is called as petal, and for perianth it is called as tepal. So there will be presence of either calyx and corolla both, or only perianth. These three cannot be present together or in any other combination. Either this is present or these both are present. Any one set. Okay. So let's come back again to the structure of the flower. So pedicel, thalamus or receptacle. Outermost whorl present is called as the calyx. Independent member called as sepal. Inner to that, this calyx basically is for protection as well as photosynthesis. Inner to that, you can observe there is a whorl called as corolla. Independent member called as petal. Inner to that, male whorl is present, called as stamen, called as androecium, and the independent member is called as stamen. And innermost whorl which is present is called as gynoecium. Independent member carpel. Okay. I hope you have understood this. Details of each of the part will be discussed in the coming video. Okay. Thank you guys.